Hey lovelies, it is Susie Ashworth here, mindset and marketing mentor, founder of the Baby Business School and the Limitless Life Experience and the Converse School. You should probably make me a serial online course creator, and I feel good about it. So I've just been having a little bit of a love-in with my ladies. Hi Ashley, at the Limitless Live and in the Reboot Camp, and my only Michelle, you must be sick of hearing me. And I wanted to pop on because I feel like I've been in a little bit of a limbo state. I'm going to be really honest, I've drunk a lot this Christmas holiday. I don't really drink so much, but I kind of feel like I've had Prosecco and wine, white wine and red wine and mince pie. Like I've done Christmas and it's been on tap. And also a little bit of a disclaimer, I may have had a couple of glasses of wine because we had some friends come over earlier on today. So I'm a little bit fuzzy. I'm a little bit fuzzy, but it's all good. Naomi was just saying she got distracted last time. It is impossible to focus with the kids around. I know my kids are out there. I got interrupted on my last live because Caesar was like knocking on the window. Hi mum, can I come in? So I get it. I'm letting loose, baby. I'm letting loose. But yes, so I've been in this limbo period, and what has been interesting to me is how easy it was to, I put the post up yesterday about falling off the wagon, and it was really interesting to me to observe just how easy it was to stay in bed and not get up and not do the walks and not do the journaling and the meditating and all of the things that I have been doing pretty consistently for the last 2 years. And what was really interesting is I started doing this stuff on Christmas Day, I think seriously 2 years ago. I don't know, it was 3, I'm not sure it was 2 or 3 years ago, but it was on a Christmas Day, either 2 or 3 years ago. And it was really interesting to me to just observe that the last week I've kind of completely fallen off, and I didn't want to get back on because it's kind of nice kind of sitting in your own crap. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of nice, just, you know, life's okay, it's good, like, what are we complaining about? And for me, the other observation that came with sitting in my own crap and feeling quite comfortable in it is just, even though I've had a really lovely Christmas Day, Boxing Day was even better than Christmas Day because I wasn't doing all of the cooking and the rushing around and all of the stuff that comes with hosting. But it was interesting to me how easy it was to go to the dark side in terms of the things that I was noticing. So what I notice when I set the intention at the start of the day and I do my journaling and I do my appreciation and I exercise and I get out and I do fresh air and I do an abundance walk and all of the other things, is what I notice are the mini miracles that are happening around me all of the time. And I'm in that state of appreciation. And because what we focus on expands, I'm then able to appreciate more things. What was interesting this week, where I completely kind of stepped off of that, is how easy it was to notice all of the little niggles and all of the negative things that kind of pissed me off. And so it was really lovely last night, even though I went to bed later than what I would normally, I didn't drink, and I woke up feeling fresh and good. Well, not quite fresh, but I woke up feeling good because I wasn't hungover. And I just started to do some of my old practices, the things that make me feel good. And today has been a really, hey Zoe, has been a really, really beautiful day. And that's how today should be, because today it's not just the last week, it's a build up of the last 360 odd days. And if I am super, super unapologetically transparent and honest with you right now, 2017 has been one of the best years of my life, without question. And I'm not talking about kids or getting married, because obviously they are like up there, but I'm talking about what I've stepped into, who I've stepped into being, you know, and the impact of that. It's been fucking amazing. And I will do a post on this for sure. Hopefully I will have time over the next couple of days, or I will create time over the next couple of days to write this out in full. But 2017 has been epic. And the intention for 2018 is for me to turn the dial up on that even more so. And the reason that 2017 was so epic, and the reason that I feel able to give myself permission to turn the dial up and not say, oh, you know, it's good enough, like what you've got, like why would you want more, is because of who I've stepped into being and the things that I've let go of in order for me to allow what it is that I've wanted to allow over 2017. And so the question that I want to ask you, and you can either, I mean, I would love for you to pop it in the comments, but if you don't want to, I completely get it. But I want you to tell me, how has 2017 been for you? If you had to score it out of 10, 1 being pretty dire and 10 being off, not off the scale, but amazing, 10 being amazing, where would you put it? And what do you need to, nice, Michelle. I love that. I love that. And the question for Michelle and the question for all of you is, what needs to happen in order for you to get it to a 10? And the challenge that I have for you right now is to really identify, to notice any parts of you in your body, in your mind, that tell you that 10 is too much to ask for. Because I want to challenge that. I want to tell you that you are worthy of having it all. And I've heard my mentor say this to me again and again and again over the last 6 months. And I don't sort of finally get it. I got it on a intellectual level. And I am choosing to embody that now. Ashley, I need to stop standing in my own way. What does that mean on a practical level? Where have you been blocking yourself? Where have you not been showing up for yourself because you've been standing in your own way? Naomi, I missed a killer question. If you had to give yourself a score 1 to 10, 1 being diabolical and 10 being amazing, where would you rate this year? And then what would it take to get you to a 10? My belief is about 8 out of 10 too. Okay, so where are the areas that you are not believing, Michelle? And write them out. And write them out as beliefs that you choose to release. Ashley, I feel amazing for 2 weeks of the month and then dip and dip and dip. All the doubt and fear floods me. So the first thing I would say is, how much of that is related to your cycle? So we know in nature nature is about ebbs and flows. Everything is a cycle. Everything goes in and out. And I think that as women and as a woman, I think one of the big things for me in 2018 is really, really stepping into my femininity and my womanhood and my goddessness. And we have to recognize that we work in cycles, and nature, we're a reflection of what is going on in nature, and nature, it just is. We see it all of the time. So if this, when you look at your cycle and you can see that your dips are related to your period, what can you do in your business so that you can give yourself the space when you naturally know that you need to retreat, when you naturally know that you need to up the self-care and up the self-nurturing? What can you do in your business to create the space? Because you can, without a doubt, create the space that you need to do to really honor who you are. Without a doubt. We do not have to do this, the push, hustle 24/7 days of the week in order to get to where we want to get to. I know that. Sakina, fear and childhood, childish beliefs holding me back from the next steps. So what I would say to you, Sakina, is forgiveness. And again, same thing as with Michelle, look at the stories that you have been telling yourself. And I think you're already signed up to the 5-day challenge. And so we will look at this. I will be covering this in a lot of detail. So I'm not going to go into it in any more detail here because I don't want to spoil our 5 days. But I'm sure you're signed up to it. We will go into it then. And if, for whatever reason, I don't cover it in the detail that you want me to cover it, please just post and prompt me. And I will be doing live sessions like this, and we will cover all of that stuff then. So yeah, on there, on it like a car bonnet. Michelle, working with your cycle totally. God, do you know what? I just cannot wait. I'm femininity, just divine goddessness. All of the beautiful womanly things. I feel like that's a big part of my 2018, and I can't wait to step into that and embrace that and see how much that, you know, that's the type of person who's having £500,000 worth of impact in the world. For me, that is the next step, doing that with grace and ease and just honouring myself as a woman. I can't wait. Ashley, yeah, it's all about the cycle. I jump from one thing to another in those 2 weeks, but need to make the best of the 2 weeks so I can withdraw a little. Yes, exactly. I push and feel depleted. Yeah. So one of the things I'm going to be asking you, I don't know if you have signed up, Ashley, but one of the things that I would really invite you to do is to make the commitment. Awareness is one thing, and commitment is something totally different. And I think that we as individuals get so, like, we think, oh, I know what the problem is. I know, I've heard that before. I know, like, we have the awareness, but we do not make the commitment to make the change. And the commitment is where the work is, that's where the discipline is. And we're not just committing once, but we're committing again and again and again and again. And so I invite you, you beautiful, gorgeous human being, to really make the commitment to look at your business, look at the way that you are doing your activities on a monthly basis, look at it in line with your cycle, and choose where do I need to turn the dial up so I can then release? It has to be ebbs and flows. We can't be 100%, 100% of the time. So commit. And, you know, you are in BBS. So if you want and need support around this, all you have to do is ask the questions. You obviously have to ask the right question, but all you have to do is ask the questions. But the starting point is really looking at your cycle and looking at the activities that you are doing, and then looking to see where can I turn the dial up to support the fact that I'm in flow and I'm ready to go, and where do I need to, you know, turn it down in order to support the fact that I'm in that wintry period where I need to retreat. Naomi, cycle mapping and working with my flow has been a massive learning curve for me this year. Yeah, it's not something that I have had to do because I don't feel the impact of it, but it's interesting as I step into my full goddessness that I feel that it's probably an area that I've closed off, and it's something that I want to, yeah, I want to open the door to. And so, yeah, I'm going to be looking and reading and just tuning in more, even more than what I do already, to just see what I notice. Lakina, yeah, looking forward to that. Hannah, so happy to have you as part of the Calm Bear School, Hannah. Whoa, whoa. Ashley is signed up. Yep, discipline is needed. And you know what? It's really interesting. I've been listening to a book about habits. I talked about it a couple of weeks ago on a different live stream. And what I've come up with so far is that the way you create new habits is just by bloody discipline. It's like, I want the magic pill. I want to be able to share with you, this is how you create a habit. But it's just by choosing. It's choosing. And it's choosing on a moment by moment by moment basis. Now, how do you choose on a moment by basis? You have to be really, really super clear on why it's important to you. It's really interesting, isn't it? We're always looking for the magic formula. Even me, I'm always looking for the magic formula. I'm doing okay, but I still want the shortcut. I still want the magic formula. The magic formula is everything that I am talking about every single day. That's the magic formula. Know what you want, know why you want it, and then choose it on a moment by moment basis every single day. Anyway, the point of this live stream was to ask you, to invite you all to really look at how the last year has been and be super, super honest. Are you where you thought you would be at the start of the year? Have you surpassed where you thought you would be, or you're equal to where you thought you would be, or are you nowhere near the goals that you set yourself? And if you're way past it, I'm like, girl, high five. Like, what's next? If you're way past it, where can you allow that expansion to evolve? How can you step into your power even more deeply? How can you create even more impact? And I say that unapologetically. I want you to really be impacting the people that you touch on a daily basis on an incredibly deep level. So how can you expand on that? If you are equal to, or you haven't achieved as much as what you wanted at the start of the year, I want you to really invite you to think about what it is that you really, truly desire for 2018. And I want you to notice how similar it is for what you wanted for 2017. How similar is it? And then I want you to talk to me about the similarities in the Reboot and Rise group. And if you haven't already signed up, I'm going to post the link in the comments. This is what I am running. It's a free workshop, 5 days from the 1st to the 5th of January, which is all about making 2018 more intensely beautiful and impactful and intention-filled than ever. I keep saying this, and I'm going to keep on saying it. 2017 was immense for me personally. 2018 is going to be even fucking better, and I want to take as many of you women who are ready to commit and go all in on yourselves and on your dreams as possible. I don't know if I've gone really blurry. My camera's like, keep still. I want to take as many of you on the ride as possible. So that's it. So I'm going to post the link to join the 5-day free workshops. And if you've got any questions, post them in the comments. And otherwise, I will see you on the 1st of January. It's really good to be back, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it and you. I hope you had an amazing Christmas, and let's bring on the new year. Mwah. Love you.